Inception is a great movie, combining elements of a conventional heist with a psychologically charged dream world thriller. The result is one of Nolan's finest movies to date, and a real modern classic. If you've finished streaming this one and are looking for alternatives, fret not. We've combed through the archives and saved you the hassle with our top picks for alternate viewing. So without further ado, we present 10 movies to check out when you've finished watching Inception. Coherence is a film that rewards you for repeat watches but delivers one heck of a thriller regardless. The premise is simple. A group of friends sit down to eat dinner when a blackout plunges them in darkness. With a comet flying overhead, the only lights in the neighborhood stem from a house down the road. While this sounds simple, the movie soon turns into a puzzle box labyrinth that plays with the idea of time in a very clever way. I won't spoil anything here, but suffice to say this is a really great indie flick and well worth jumping into blind. As a fun fact, the first 20 minutes were completely improvised too. Despite the excellent quality of its small screen cousin, the original big screen movie is just as endearing. 12 Monkeys plays on the idea of rewriting history and revolves around a man sent back through time to stop a viral outbreak from dooming humanity. It's a simple idea in truth, and one that works well to produce a decent 90s thriller you're unlikely to forget in a hurry. Bruce Willis puts on a great performance too, and the movie lends itself to some lovely twists and turns along the way. Another Nolan classic, Memento, is a story that plays out in reverse. This isn't just a gimmick though, and instead the movie works beautifully by playing on this concept time and again. The main protagonist of the piece has a severe case of short-term memory loss, and as the movie progresses, we shift further backwards through the time to uncover exactly what's going on. With the end already known, it's left up to us to work out why this has occurred. With black and white segments along with color being used to show time being played out in both directions, Memento is a stunning achievement, and an excellent movie well worth checking out. Looper is another of those films that warrants repeat watches and does some pretty neat tricks with time. Set in 2074, the rules of the world revolve around the mob sending their target to the past to get rid of them. When the protagonist of this tale is sent back to kill himself, it brings with it a twisty-turny, unpredictable picture that keeps you guessing right to the very end. This is one of those movies that plays better with its themes and tone than it does the sci-fi elements, but it's one heck of an experience nonetheless. This one should definitely be on your radar if you're a fan of Inception. Nemo Nobody, the last mortal man in a world where humans have achieved immortality, reflects on his life at 118 years old. He remembers alternate life paths, branching from pivotal choices, revealing a myriad of experiences and outcomes. Mr. Nobody is an introspective examination of life and choices, blending reality with speculative scenarios. They ponder the what-ifs of life and the profound effects a decision one makes in their life. If you're looking for something with a similar heist vibe to Inception and full of thrilling set pieces, Minority Report is well worth a watch. Set in the year 2054, Minority Report revolves around a special police unit called Pre-Crime, who jump back through time to arrest criminals before they break the law. The result of this is a utopian world where crime is non-existent. All seems well until Anderson, our protagonist, is predicted to commit a murder in the next 36 hours. With Anderson unaware of who his victim is, he sets out to try and uncover what's happening and prove himself innocent. Expect plenty of action set pieces, crazy twists, and a brilliant third act that ties everything together. Christopher Nolan movies pop up a lot on these lists, but Interstellar is an interesting picture in that it shares a fair few similarities to Inception. Much like the dream world, Interstellar plays with the concept of time but changes its focus to outer space instead. At the center of this conflict lies a ravaged Earth, with humanity on its last legs and seemingly out of options. In a bid to try and save the human race, Cooper sets out with an eccentric group of explorers to travel through a wormhole in space to ensure humanity's survival. What ensues is an intriguing, time-bending adventure that asks some pretty big, thought-provoking questions about us as a species. This one won't be for everyone, but for those taken by the premise, there's enough here to enjoy. The game is a fascinating, psychologically charged movie that makes you question just what's real and what's not. The story here revolves around Nicholas Van Orton, a very wealthy San Francisco banker but a loner who spends his birthdays on his own. On his 48th birthday, Nicholas' long-missing brother Conrad suddenly returns and gives Nicholas a bizarre birthday present. This comes in the form of a card granting him entry to unusual entertainment provided by something called Consumer Recreation Services, CRS. Giving into curiosity, Nicholas visits CRS and finds himself caught in a game like none other. Well written and full of some shocking twists, this is one game you should absolutely take some time to play. Ever had a breakup so bad you wish you could erase all the memories of your time together? Well, think no more. Arguably Jim Carrey's best film, Eternal Sunshine is a nonlinear, surreal trip into the dream world. The setting here takes place in the near future where a medical procedure allows one to erase all memories of another person. What begins as a decision made out of anger soon turns to bitter regret as Joel Barish realizes that not all his relationship was based on misery. As he struggles to hold on to the memories of the past, this heartbreaking dramedy plays out key scenes from Joel and Clementine's relationship as Joel desperately clings to what he once had. This cautionary tale is a wonderful example of how bad experiences shape who we are, and erasing those will only destroy the very essence of what makes us, us. That much is especially true here in this movie, perfectly exemplifying how even the worst relationships can have some redeeming features. The Matrix is quite simply a groundbreaking movie. From its bullet-time camera work to the shocking reality our main characters find themselves in, The Matrix is sci-fi at its absolute best. For those unaware, the movie revolves around a hacker called Neo. When a beautiful stranger called Trinity invites him to a club by following a white rabbit, he stumbles upon a shocking truth about our reality. Well written, intriguing and incredibly thought-provoking, The Matrix was a landmark picture for its time and remains one of the quintessential sci-fi movies of our time.